Are you ready?
Okay, my name is Brittany Kenney, and this is my biographical speech, and these are my note cards. Okay.
Whoop, whoop. That pumpkin seed.
Have you ever been sick and had to spend time in the hospital, or even visited someone staying in a hospital or healthcare facility? You may not ever have wondered who made it possible to receive the care that you received there. Most people never think about it, and it is often taken for granted. But there are many people, influential people in history, who paved the way and set the foundation for today's healthcare standards. One of those people was Florence Nightingale. She is known as the founder of modern nursing. Nightingale was a pioneer in the nursing profession, as well as an important part in the improvement of healthcare and hospital conditions. I studied Nightingale in my nursing classes, and today I'm going to tell you about her life, her accomplishments, and her contributions to present-day nursing care and hospital reform. Florence Nightingale was born in England to a wealthy family. Nightingale believed her calling to nursing was one of several calls from God, which she stated came at the age of 16. According to the Medical Encyclopedia Britannica, Nightingale believed that nursing would be a suitable way to serve both God and humankind. Nightingale's family disagreed with her ambition to become a nurse, believing that nursing was unclean and unattractive, an inappropriate career for a woman of her reputation. Although she cared for sick family members, she was not professionally trained in nursing. Against her family's wishes, she began to seek professional training. In 1850, she enrolled at the Institution of Protestant Deaconesses in Germany. Here she learned basic nursing skills, how to observe patients, and the importance of hospital organization, similar to that of fundamentals nursing classes today. She then became superintendent of the institution for sick gentlewomen in unfamiliar circumstances. Of Nightingale's accomplishments, she is most famously known for her contributions during the Crimean War. In the year 1854, at the request of Secretary of State Sidney Herbert, she led a group of 38 nurses to Scutari. When she arrived, she reported the military conditions for the officers to be filthy, lacking supplies, severely overcrowded, and run by untrained nurses. She took it upon herself to acquire supplies, and her group of nurses cleaned all of the hospital wards themselves and took care of the injured soldiers. As stated by the University of Alabama, Birmingham, Nightingale would walk the halls at night, taking care of her patients personally. It was this dedication that earned her the name the Lady with the Lamp. The lamp is still used as a symbol today at nursing pinning ceremonies throughout the world. After her time in the Crimean War, Nightingale published a book in 1959 called Notes on Nursing, What It Is and What It Is Not. In this book, she states, if a patient is cold, if a patient is feverish, if a patient is faint, if he is sick after eating or has a bed sore, it is generally the fault not of the disease but of the nursing. According to Nightingale, hygiene, proper lighting, a good diet, warmth, quietness, and attentiveness were necessary conditions for hospitals and should be seen to by all professionally trained nursing staff. What we would seem to be common sense practices are often taken for granted today. This and other notes in her book began to shape what nursing was really about and transform hospitals into places where we go to get better, not somewhere that you go to pass away. Her notes provided direction on how to manage the sick, and her book is still in publication. The Florence Nightingale Fund was established in 1955, and through donations, she founded the Nightingale Training School at St. Thomas Hospital in 1860. With her training, she incorporated a year of practical instruction in the wards, supplemented by lectures, and followed by a 2-year experience in the hospital. Once again, this is very similar to what nursing students go through in the present day. The foundation of this school formalized nursing education while also giving way to future nursing schools in America, which opened in 1873. The Bellevue Hospital School of Nursing in New York City was the first school in the U.S. to be founded on the principles of nursing established by Florence Nightingale. She also developed the Coxcomb chart to assess mortality and other nursing concepts that remain in use today. Nightingale also inspired the Florence Nightingale Medal instituted in 1912 by the International Commission of the Red Cross, which recognizes exceptional courage and devotion to victims of conflict or natural disaster, or exceptional work in public health or nursing education. Individuals are nominated by the National Red Cross and are voted on by a committee. According to the International Committee of the Red Cross website, 36 recipients from 18 different countries were selected in 2005. Nightingale changed nursing into a respectable and attainable career for women. She followed her calling to God to help mankind revamp the way healthcare was delivered to the public and provide education for future education and healthcare professionals. She is a role model for nurses around the world. So next time you have to spend any time in healthcare, think of the lady with the lamp and all she did to make sure you can receive the care that we received today. Thanks.
We need to count them all. 8.
There's nothing else though.